Saudi Arabia is going through unprecedented change in so many sectors: sustainability, energy, AI, and trade. The kingdom is also increasingly positioning itself as a tourist destination.
The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has got an unbelievably bright future in tourism.
Today, we have the privilege of speaking with Mr. Inzerillo, CEO of Diriyah Gate Development, who is transforming the historic Saudi city of Birya into a leading global tourism and lifestyle destination. Welcome, Jerry.
So nice to be with you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Please, for all our international audiences, what is Diriyah?
So Diriyah is a very special place. Diriyah is the birthplace of the kingdom. Diriyah is the home of Al Saud. So 300 years ago, in the most beautiful wadi in all of Arabia, the most beautiful oasis, the Wadi Hanifa, 30,000 people built a city out of mud, which would become the first Saudi state. And now it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 2010.
So how does it fit into the vision?
Yeah, so Vision 2030 is we celebrate the richness of who we are as a people, hundreds of years, to be optimistic about the hundreds of years of the future. Now, God bless the custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman. He was governor before he was king. He's a historian, loves Diriyah, knows everything about its history. But Mohammed bin Salman, our great prime minister and crown prince, created the Giga project so it could also be a beacon for tourism for people to come from all over the world. So we're a Vision 2030, 64 billion, 14 million square meter project, but we opened the UNESCO World Heritage Site with His Majesty and the Crown Prince in 2019. We had COVID, but by February, our founding day, 2025, we will have already welcomed 3 million visits to the UNESCO World Heritage Site.
This is not your first ambitious project. You have done several. What drew you to this one?
So this is, I've been in tourism, as you know, 50 years, it's a long time now. And I've had the privilege of doing a lot of great things. But the thing I love the most about Diriyah is its authenticity. You know, when a few of us sat down and conceptualized even something like Atlantis, it was make-believe, right? With Diriyah, you don't have to make-believe anything. You have 300 years of rich Saudi culture, heritage, food, music, dancing, you know, history. So the fact that I could work with all these great young Saudis who are all coming home now, my staff is 3,000. This morning I was on site, 40,000 construction workers, because Diriyah will be finished for the great 2030 World Expo in Riyadh.
So how confident are you in Saudi tourism in general?
I'm more confident than I've ever been. And a lot of people say, Jerry, you put tourism on a map in dozens of countries. Why are you so singularly confident? Because we're fortunate, because we're the custodian of the two holy mosques of the holy cities of Mecca and Medina. So the fulfillment of one's life dream as a Muslim is to do a pilgrimage to come to Saudi Arabia. You've got 1.9 billion pilgrims that would potentially come. But now, when you did a pilgrim before we opened the kingdom to tourism, you had to go to the two holy cities and leave. Now, in a few minutes, you get an electronic visa, and you can stay and travel anywhere in the kingdom for 90 days. So I think once we put the tourism infrastructure in, which we're doing quickly, new King Salman Airport, 58 million square meters, new airports, Jeddah, Dammam, Red Sea that we just did the new airport. So now people will easily move around a big country. Saudi Arabia is 5 times the size of California. Once we get that infrastructure in, we will welcome people from all over the world. Asian Games, football games, 2027 Riyadh. Full Asian Winter Games, our Neom city of Trojena. Expo 2030, World Cup 2034, and many things after that.
How big of a challenge is the fact that there are some months during the year when it's actually very hot?
Yeah, so this is true. But interestingly enough, if you look at Spain, and you look at great cities like Seville and Barcelona, Andalusia. If you look at my beloved Sicily, it's the same temperature in July and August as it is here. So the Spaniards have done a great job in making tourism annually. The Italians, the Sicilians have done a great job.
A big topic today is over-tourism. Do you think that opening new destinations, such as this one, can help that?
I'm not worried about over-tourism if it's properly planned and properly distributed. I'll give you an idea. Pre-COVID, we were blessed to welcome 16 million people for pilgrimages. We now want to take pilgrimages to 30 million people, which is a beautiful thing. Okay, well, in order to do that, you have to reconfigure Mecca, the holy city, to take almost double the amount of pilgrimages. You have to reconfigure Medina, right? Because even when you do Hajj 5 days, 1 day on each side, you know, you have 2, 3, 4 million people at a time logistically. So we're making the planning for that. Also with the kingdom, we're distributing. If you love the Red Sea, if you love cultural and heritage, you'll come to UNESCO World Heritage Site. Diriyah, Al Ula, which you visited, you'll go to Al Asa, the palm grove, you go to Jeddah. So now we're distributing it.
How do we manage the growth in the number of tourists with sustainability that you just mentioned?
Okay, so sustainability doesn't have to be in conflict to growth. So we believe we can comfortably handle, in the size of the country, with the proper infrastructure, 150 million visits domestically and foreigners visiting the kingdom. We feel we can handle that by 2030, but it's going to be in distribution. And then, like for instance, at Diriyah, which is organic material. It's a city built out of mud 300 years ago. So it's not a theme park. So we're not going to drive hordes of people through. So we're always conscious how many people are there. We'll monitor it, we'll regulate it to make sure that we don't overrun it.
And what are the changes you expect to happen in your industry in the coming years?
Well, now people are more adventurous after COVID. Nobody wants to stay home. And what's very interesting in the younger generation now is that they still love things, but they want experiences more than things. You know, their parents, their grandparents, to show that they were accomplished, they got into the middle class. I want a better house, I want a better car, I want jewelry, I want clothing. This generation now wants experiences. They want to go and see the real thing. They want to feel the different places. So in the global tourism community, you're going to see a renaissance of travel, right? So we have to be careful about sustainability. We have to be careful about distribution. But I can tell you that the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has got an unbelievably bright future in tourism.
Thank you very much, Mr. Inzerillo.
Thank you so much.